What a game we just witnessed today. That, without a shadow of a doubt, was an incredible masterclass by Chelsea today. They absolutely deserve nothing less than what they got today. It ended 3-0, and honestly, guys, fair play to Chelsea Football Club. Nobody gave them a chance, let's be honest. Unless you're a Chelsea fan, many people around the world was expecting this to be a PSG dominance. But today, PSG were exposed. And Chelsea today, they showed something incredible. They were brave from the start. They gave it their all. Cole Palmer absolutely cooked today. 2 goals and an assist. In the big moments when you need your big players to turn up today, he did. He hasn't really had a great tournament, but in matches like this, when your club needs you the most, when you are needed as the star player, you turn up. And you know what? He did today. What an amazing performance. It was incredible. That first half, I could not believe what I was watching, right? PSG, I don't know what happened today, right? That intensity was completely nullified today. They could not do anything. The midfield today, they were non-existent. Caicedo today was incredible. And I'll be honest with you guys, when the match started, from the starting lineup, to be perfectly honest with you, I saw the lineups and I saw the defense of Cowell and Chalobah. I was not convinced. I did not think that defense would be able to hold off that incredible attack that PSG have. But good Lord, was I wrong. Because today, Gusto played well. Cucurella, he completely nullified Dembele today, right? And Caicedo, bruh, this guy, he is genuinely the most underrated footballer in Europe. Underrated midfielder for sure. Like this guy, I rate him very highly. But this brother today, he showed the world what he can do. Completely dominated that entire PSG midfield. And in the attack, what can I say about Cole Palmer? Absolutely cooked. Neto didn't really do much. And Joao Pedro, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I've only seen 2 games of this guy. And if I'm going to be honest with you, I think that Chelsea have struck gold. This guy, clearly, he's very, very, very calm in front of goal. His goals that he scored in the last 2 games in this Club World Cup, incredible goals. Cool under pressure. And basically for me, that's Nicholas Jackson's career done in Chelsea for me. But really, I know I'm giving all the credit to Chelsea, but we really need to talk about PSG. Because here's the thing with this PSG team. This PSG team have been running riot against everybody. They have been dominating throughout Europe, in their league, in Europe, and also in this Club World Cup. However, I think that what this win or this defeat for them will do to them, for the rest of the world, it exposes something very important about this PSG team. That this PSG team, they're not as invincible as many of us think they are. They are not. They can be got at. If you set up the right way, you can defeat them. And honestly, for me, watching this game, the biggest thing that I saw today that was the biggest weakness to PSG is that midfield. If you control that midfield, you can get at this PSG team. And also what's more important is also when you score first, when you get the first goal. We've seen it, especially when they played against Botafogo. They did not react quickly to being a goal down, and before they knew it, the game was over. Today is the same thing. There was no reaction today from PSG when Chelsea scored. Zero reaction. Where was the urgency? Where was the speed? Where was all of that? They were just sitting there dilly-dallying, and before you know it, it's already 2-0. And even when they were 2-0 down, there was no urgency. Honestly, the urgency really came in the second half. And even then, it was what? A 5-minute, 10-minute stretch? And then everything just went back to normal. Chelsea looked like they were going to get a fourth when Liam Delap came on. Right? And honestly, guys, this win today is bigger than just Chelsea winning it. Right? It also, for me, shows that this PSG team are not as dominant or unstoppable as many people think they are. They can be beaten. They have vulnerabilities. It just depends. And sometimes this happens to teams like this who we always see win. It's very similar to how Barcelona were playing last season. When we were going on that incredible run at the start of the season, right? People were calling us the best team in the world. Who was going to stop us? But here's the thing. When teams started to realize how to break through our high line, we all of a sudden looked vulnerable against certain teams. I think the same thing applies to PSG. I think PSG have shown if you can control that midfield, defensively they're not that good. I know they didn't have Pacho today, but that Marquinhos is not good enough. I don't rate him that highly. And Beraldo is not that good enough. I think losing Pacho today was huge for them. But still, it doesn't matter. You can't be that bad, right? And Hakimi as well. Defensively, he is not good enough. He's good going forward, but his defensive work absolutely has so much begging. And I'll just say this now. For Chelsea, incredible. Put some respect on Enzo Maresca's name. This guy, what he has just done is incredible, right? He took over Chelsea last season from Poch, right? He took over this team. He had a great start. Things kind of took a rocky, it went rocky around the tail end of the season. However, he still secured top 4. He went on to win the Conference League. And now he's just gone to the Club World Cup and win the first edition of this version of the Club World Cup. Incredible. And honestly, guys, at this point, they run London. There is no longer any debate. There is no longer any debate or any conversation to be had. Arsenal fans, Tottenham fans, West Ham fans, whichever fans you are, there's no more debates. 2 Champions Leagues and a Club World Cup, it's over. There is no more conversation of who is the best team in London is. They've proven it now. They've got the trophies to prove it. And you know what? Fair play to them. Because I'll tell you right now, nobody gave them a chance. I didn't give them a chance. I thought they were going to get battered today. But you know what? They proved themselves. And honestly, they have a very, very good young dynamic team. I always used to say that they needed experience, but they really have a very good young team. And I think this signing of Joao Pedro will prove to be the signing of the season for them. I think this will be the signing that will elevate them next season. And as for PSG, first of all, to PSG fans, stay humble. You PSG fans have been moving hella fraudulent ever since you won the Champions League. You guys have been moving all over the place, completely disregarding teams, completely moving like Real Madrid. Respectfully, you are not Real Madrid. You're not Barca. Heck, you are nowhere near these teams. You're not even Chelsea. Okay? You just started being recognized in Europe as a top dog. So, eat some humble pie and sit down. You guys needed humbling because they need these PSG fans. They needed this humbling, and you know what? I'm glad they got it. And I'll tell you right now, that how things ended today with Enrique, right? That was embarrassing, absolutely embarrassing, and they should be ashamed of themselves. I think that Enrique should get a ban for that. I think that the PSG fans need to humble themselves, and the PSG club need to humble themselves. And look, for me, this defeat is showing us that this team is not invincible, and that next season, when teams figure out what I know today about that midfield, teams will definitely expose them, and they will be vulnerable again. We'll see. But let me know what you guys are saying in the comment section below. Congratulations once again to Chelsea Football Club. Amazing performance, amazing tournament. I've enjoyed this tournament. I know a lot about people who are not fans of this. Some Barca fans don't rate it. I rate it. I think it's a great tournament. It's been a great tournament, man. I have so many beautiful stories. And in the end, a deserved winner. Congratulations, Chelsea Football Club.